welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Vanderbilt Commodores taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. us underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to go for a big one. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. The offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Milroe. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Commodores offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a deep man. Finds a tight end down the gut. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Handoff to the single back. Bounced off his feet.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
He makes the connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. And the Commodores are flying down the field. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that time.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. It's caught. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Miller with the ball. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Throwing right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. 1st down here for the offense. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. At the 35, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up a big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Well, the runner paid the price on that one. Nobody blocked the middle linebacker. He came through that hole unencumbered and laid the lumber on that tackle for loss.
They stop him right on the edge of the red zone, a pickup of 5 to the 20. Third down, and this crowd will pull out a vocal cord to help this defense. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And the defense... Immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The RPO, fire complete to the left.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. And when he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football.
Time to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Bernard. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try along with it. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Got room at the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Milroe. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. It's a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
This time he's got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got his man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Gets rid of it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Fires and picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Going up top on first down. And the pass hits, picked off. Touchdown tie. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The big thing now...
Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
Rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. Lets it fly. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's loose. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way.
Touchdown.
Now Vandy.
Number 3.
That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
He goes airborne and he's in. Point try is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Alabama 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really
Brings it out.
by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Handoff from the gun. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pressure coming. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. At the 45, on his way. Hit the afterburners, kid. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. he'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Now from inside the red zone. Looking left. Got it! Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Motion from the offense. Trying to barge their way in. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I do like the play call offensively here in a 2-point situation. Trust your quarterback to get it in, but this defense does such a good job rallying to the football, and they come away with no points on the 2-point attempt.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Got a man, it's Skinner. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
On 3rd down, going up top. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
From the gun, running back on the move. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the 1st down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Firing to the right, complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And here's the deal. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. 4th and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Trying to barge in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. Knows how to get him on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give as they work on that clock. He's knocked out. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes the crowd trying to make it tough on 3rd and long. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. He really needs to get away a good kick here. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Bama! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 2 here in the 4th. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Using the quick game. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Stowers. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. He's right on target. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Roughing the pass, defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. They want to just keep throwing it. It's complete to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He's going up top here late in the game. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
What a game. What a finish. Came down to one last play, and they get it done.
What a play to show up in that moment of the game and make that type of play. That type of individual effort is just magic, David.
No doubt. It's what you dream about, but those moments, you have to step up and make it, and big-time players like this come up and make a big-time play late in the game to get you the win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.